Good morning, I am Kevin Price, and this is The Price of Business. Delighted to be with you. Going to talk to you today on this Friday about you and your business. I hope you had a great week. I hope you have a great weekend. I am going to be working on softball practice for our big Memorial Day softball tournament coming up soon. Looking forward to that. I'm sure it's going to be a scorcher. I'll probably need a wheelchair, or something after that day. We do about 9 hours of baseball on Memorial Day, but it'll be fun.
Are you quarterback?
Yeah, I'm quarterbacking. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Actually, I'm third baseman.
Really?
Yeah. And those corners can get hot.
You look more like a point guard to me.
A point guard. There you go. Then people wonder why we don't do more sports programming on this show. I'm so handicapped by my producer, it's not even funny. But anyway.
I hope you score a goal.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Eli Martin, he's going to be our guest today. He's director of sales for a company called Ezanga. Is that correct?
That's correct, Kevin.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on today.
Yeah, you contributed to an article for us over at priceofbusiness.com. People can check that out. It's about the importance of relationship in your sales process. And it seems to me, one of the things I've become concerned about is that relationship seems to become less and less important in our behaviors. We got all these technology distractions, all these social media distractions, but nothing replaces tactical relationship development. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. When we're working with a potential client, we want to make sure that they know that we're beginning a relationship with them, not just pitching them or selling them or something like that. So we want to make sure that they're doing the talking and we're asking them questions to see, how we're a good fit for them. So we want to make sure that they realize we're not just there to sell them, but build a long-lasting relationship. So the pressure of the sales off, the pressure of distractions are not there, and so we just focus on helping them grow their business, and that's really what we're looking to do.
How do you start that engagement? That seems to be the hard part with what's going on out there with the emphasis on social media.
Yeah, I think what's important to do to start that really is to find out what they need or what their wants are. So say, for instance, you walk into a store and somebody goes, how can I help you today? The first thing you'd probably say is, no thanks, I'm just looking, and you move on. But when you say, what brings you into the store today, you're finding out, what their goals are and what they're looking for, and you're giving an open-ended question, and you're trying to find out really what they're looking for. And once you do that, you're able to continue and focus on, what can help them grow their business. And I think that's most important.
By the way, what exactly is Ezanga?
Ezanga is a digital advertising company. So basically what we look to do is, focus on pay-per-click advertising and cost-per-call advertising. So we work with clients and agencies to fill their digital and offline advertising needs. So we've been around about 11 years now. We're actually started by a husband and wife team, Rich and Beth Kahn. And so that's what we pretty much do is focus on pay-per-click and cost-per-call advertising for them.
Do people typically come to you, or are you soliciting potential clients? How does that work?
Well, it kind of works both ways. We reach out to people in kind of a multifaceted way. We go to trade shows several times a year, industry trade shows where, we have a presence there and we're meeting face-to-face and shaking hands. And we also have a sales team that is tasked with, finding potential clients that are a good fit. And so we reach out to people that way. But we also have, referrals, current clients that we're working with that are happy with what we're currently doing. They may mention to a colleague or, a partner or something like that, what we're doing is good for them. So, they say, hey, you guys got to give Ezanga a try. And, we work with people that way. So it kind of works both ways, inbound people coming in and outbound, with the sales team.
Yeah, at what level of an organization is the decision made to use a company like yours?
Well, typically we find that it's either like a director or it's either C-level or like a marketing director or something like that. So that's typically the level that these decisions are made because it's a direct revenue impact decision. So it's typically on that level.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right, and you're probably trying to get them to do something different.
Well, yeah, oftentimes, it may not necessarily be different, but it is an addition to or a supplement to what they're currently doing. Most people advertise, with Google or Yahoo if they're in the digital advertising space. And what we're looking to do really is to give them that other outlet, that other addition. So if we tell them that we can help them, increase the visitors to their site or increase the inbound phone calls coming in with continuing to do what they're already doing, they just see that as an added benefit, and that's what we really look to do, is just be that addition and supplement to what they're currently doing.
What is the thing that makes them, convince? What do you have to do in order to convince them?
Yeah. Well, I don't really look at it as trying to convince somebody to do something. I feel like if I need to do that, then I haven't started the relationship out properly. What I want to do is just make them see that, the things that we're doing over at Ezanga is a good fit for what they're doing. And that's really finding out what their needs are. So if they tell me that, we're a hotel and we only have 70% occupancy, well, what can I do to help you get to that 100% occupancy? Where if I'm an entertainment website and my goal is to bring an extra 1 million visitors to the site a month, what can I do to help them get to that goal? And so that's really what we're looking to do, is to show them the steps that we're going to take to help them fulfill their goals and fulfill their needs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. So how large is your organization? I mean, you've been around for quite a while, but it's very technology-driven. How large is your organization?
Right now we're about 40 people large, and it's a good point that you said. In a technology world, sometimes it's not necessarily having hundreds of people, but having the right people. And so we have we come with a lot of industry experience. The CEO of our company, Rich Kahn, has over 20 years experience in the online advertising world. And the support staff that's there comes with 10 or 15 years experience in the online advertising world, and in that world that's pretty much that's gold, because we've been there, we've done that, we've seen it, and we know what it takes to make a business that's advertising online successful.
Yeah, very good. Eli Martin, he's been our guest. He's director of sales for and that's Ezanga.
Yep, you got it, Ezanga.com.
I got it right that time. Ezanga.com. Very good. Thanks so much for being with us. We want to encourage the audience there, the listener, to check out priceofbusiness.com. Great article by our guest, or rather interview with our guest at priceofbusiness.com. Thanks for being with us, Eli.
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you taking the time.
You bet. When we come back, much more for you. We want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com, and this is The Price of Business.
She ain't